Welcome to Today's Woman, and today's topic is communication.
Hi, I'm Rosalind Poon, and welcome to Today's Woman. And today we've got one half of the 50 Shades of Blonde with us, the incredible Missy Day. Hi, Missy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing really well, mate. And thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
This is a hard woman to get, I can tell you. She's got two shows going at the moment, but today we're going to talk about communication. And the main reason being that communication in business is one of the specialties that Missy works on, right? Because she's actually a success consultant. So she coaches small businesses, but also large corporations. And she teaches people about effective communication, leadership, teamwork, and also an incredible thing she calls emotional intelligence. I mean, we're going to talk about that in another video, believe me. But today, about communication. So what's important to you when you see a new client with communication?
What's important to me is that they have a real clear message about what they're doing, right?
That'll be fun.
So many times I run into people that are doing just amazing things,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
but they're unable to communicate that effectively to other people. So
Yeah.
when people don't understand what you're doing as well as why you're doing it, chances are they're not going to do business with you. You know, there's so many people out here doing the same things,
Oh, yes, true.
right? That we have
Yeah.
to create that different wow that's really going to attract people why they would want to do business with us.
I think that's an important thing, because in business communication, if the service provider doesn't fully appreciate what they're doing or why they're doing it,
Right.
then you're quite right. How could the person potentially wanting to use their services go along with it?
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
I think from a business point of view, that would be pretty good actually. So also with communication, we were talking about, you know, you help corporates with communication.
Mhm.
So what's one of the main things that your corporate clients want you to do?
The main thing I get asked all the time to come in on a corporate level is they want me to come in and build relationships or communication strategies for them. And it's always interesting to me, is like, it's just talking, right? Communication is talking.
We would think, and being women, you think we'd have that nailed. Yes.
It's like, how difficult is that? But
Yes.
I'm always amazed at, I will say, what is your current form of communication for your team?
Okay.
They'll say, well, we hang memos on the wall. It's like, wow. Really?
Okay, well that gives you plenty of scope. It's only up from there, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's
Like, maybe we should try, I don't know, talking. Maybe.
I like this. This is pretty good, actually. Okay, so obviously we've got a bit to do with corporate. So this is one of the reasons why Missy is so busy, right? Obviously, corporate needs her a lot. But also, just off camera, you were talking about being real.
Yes.
Okay, so explain to our viewers what that means.
So, you know, I was grew up, and a lot of my friends had what I called the mask, problem of where they would go out and they would wear the mask and they would pretend to be somebody they weren't, and at the end of the day they would take the mask off, and you can get so ingrained in that you really lose touch with who you are.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And people want to be real. People want to know that you're authentic, that when they have a conversation with you, that you are you. And I try to tell people, please, be who you are all the time, because I guarantee you, one day,
Yes.
the mask is gonna fall off, and people are gonna go, what?
Well, you see, I'm Australian, and there's no way that I can actually not be Australian. So that's right. So just before we leave, you mentioned also something very interesting to me, which was be careful with your words you were talking about. So give our friends an example of that.
So when I was growing up, we talked briefly about my dad for another
Yes.
topic, and
Yes.
he used to encourage me to refrain from using never and always.
Never and always.
Yes.
Okay.
When we say a blanket, you never help me. Is that really true?
Oh, okay. Got
Right?
it. Yes.
There's a whole other things that are wrapped around that never that
Mhm.
probably should be addressed
Yes.
with communication.
Yes.
And you always leave the towel on the floor. It's not really about the towel. And do they always do that?
True.
Probably not.
True. I think that's wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Missy. You've been fantastic. And
Thank you very much.
honestly, she's a laugh a minute and really easy to listen to, I've got to tell you. So today we learned that be careful with the never and always. It'll come back to bite you. The other thing is be authentic. So for those people out there who are pretending to be Aussies, forget it because it's not going to happen. And the third thing is, what was the third thing? So I'm so confused now. Oh, that's right. Teach your clients.
Yes.
That's right. You should know why you're doing something. That's right. Don't just get out there. Oh, talking. That's right. Thank you very much, Missy.
Thank you.
And thank you. Bye.
Bye.